Welcome to a day in our life on the farm.
I'm Catherine, born and raised in American suburbia. And this is my fiance, Asa-John, born and raised in this tiny village on the farthest west of China. I've been living in China for over 6 years now, and Asa-John and I actually live in a village on the east side of the country. I chose to live in a village instead of one of China's countless megacities because I love being close to nature and I enjoy the small community vibe. But as I said, I'm from the suburbs, so aside from picking my grandma's beans during our family trips to Vermont every summer, I had never done any sort of farm work. That is, until Asa-John took me back to his home village for a month, so now I am getting the full, immersive, rural China experience. This is literally the first time in my entire life I've used a wheelbarrow. From feeding the cows to laying down a new roof.
妈咪说你会跟她一起钓。
From driving my father-in-law to Bee's tractor to scooping fresh, juicy, organic fertilizer.
Listen, I love the concept of organic fertilizer, but I cannot even describe to you in words how horrible it smells in here right now. It's kind of like the combined forces of a million farts all loaded onto you at once. Look at that beautiful organic fertilizer. She's like, ew, you're not supposed to put poop in the vlog, and it's like, this is organic fertilizer.
Asa-John's mother is stepping in to help in her black glittery dress and stockings. She will not be caught dead in overalls, y'all. She's gotta look good no matter what she's doing on the farm. Next step, spread it around these little plots of land where we're gonna plant vegetables in a few days, and also for the fruit trees and the grapevines that are about to turn green. In Kashgar, people actually bury their grapevines underground for the winter to protect them from the freezing temperatures and then bring them back out when it starts getting warm again. You might be wondering, isn't Kashgar a desert? Is there enough water to do all this stuff? Well, during the spring, every couple weeks, irrigation water comes, so you can actually grow a surprising amount of stuff in your yard and on your farmland.
The irrigation water has arrived. The entire field in the back of the house is completely flooded with water. This is the area where we just put all of that manure yesterday, and now the water has come in, so hopefully these trees will start blooming very soon. This giant churning pit right here is actually the vegetable garden, and now that the water has come in and the soil gets really soaked, we'll be able to plant vegetables here in a couple days. And there's also some fruit trees and the grapevines, and all of that will be slurping up this water. So I'm standing underneath the grape trellis here, and I keep getting water droplets falling on me, and I'm like, is it raining? Like, what is that? Look, there's water on me.
就是那个葡萄发芽之前哭一场，是哭不停的哭，然后那个葡萄开始发芽。
看你也有。
可能2天以后它更多，哒，就是整个葡萄好多水。
I am so ready for these things to bloom because everything still looks so gray right now, but as soon as the grapevines are out, this entire shed will be like this beautiful green leafy box. And same with the yard, like it'll have this green leafy roof over it and it'll be so beautiful. But right now it's all gray. Hurry up and bloom! Come on! Having a little breakfast of pears and onion naan and tea before we head into the fields and do more farm stuff.
Nice.
The classic way to eat this is dipping it in tea, but that's just not my vibe, so just eating it on its own. And if it looks to you guys like I have no idea what I'm doing, that is the truth, okay? Because I do live in a village in Southeast China, but it's not a village where I have any land that I'm actually doing anything with. So this is all very unfamiliar to me. I've never done anything like this ever, and it's never too late to start, I guess. So yeah, just experiencing that farm life.
Asa-John's father has been out here all day laying down plastic sheets with the tractor. Once the peppers are planted, these sheets will help hold in heat and moisture and prevent pests and weeds.
Up next, it is my turn to drive this puppy.
Trying to lay down some plastic sheets. Okay, I know, you're probably like, what the heck? Why are you, this clueless suburb child, allowed to drive the family tractor? I'll let you in on a little secret. It's automated. It goes on its own. You don't have to do anything, actually. Literally, a baby could drive this tractor. A potato Well, you don't have to do anything for like 95% of the journey. You do have to turn the thing around when it reaches the end of the row. So I did technically drive the tractor, okay?
Here she goes.
You might remember if you saw the previous vlog that Asa John's family is building a room for us so that we have somewhere to stay anytime we come and visit. I mean, we have a room right now, they just think it's too small, so they're making us a better room.
We are adding another layer of dirt to the roof. This mud that they added like a week or so ago has already hardened, and now it's time to add a layer of dirt. Let's go. So Asa John's sister and mother have this wheelbarrow and some buckets, and they're filling it with this pile of dirt over here. And then they bring it to us, and then we lift it up. We have to pull the dirt bucket up with this rope.
妈咪说你会跟她一起掉。
And then we dump it over here. And then once there are like 50 piles of dirt here, we'll spread it all out nice and evenly.
怎么了？
Made that.
干活就是脏呀，什么鬼？
I don't want to do this task anymore. It's too dirty. Oh my gosh, I'm covered in dust. Darren, this desert life, dust everywhere. Halfway through. Looks like a bunch of anthills. In all the years I've lived on this earth, I have never participated in the construction of the building I'm living in. So this is a very new and unique experience for me, for sure. In my entire family in the US, I only have one relative who built her own house, and that's super rare. Like, most people in the US can't even say one relative they have that built their own house. My aunt is just a badass. Progress update. We are on the final set of buckets. Now it's time to spread the dirt around. Final progress update. Look at that, nice and flat.